Did you, as a mother, Kate, just sometimes think, I've got to go and be out there with them, I want to go and just physically look as well?
So we have actually, in our own way, it might not be physically searching, but we've been working really hard and doing absolutely everything we can really to get
This is the shocking story of Madeleine McCann, a 3-year-old girl who vanished from a locked apartment on a family vacation. But what really happened that night in 2007? Was she kidnapped by a predator lurking in the shadows? Killed in a tragic accident her parents desperately hid? Or held for ransom in a plot we'll never unravel? And here's the question that keeps the world awake. Are Kate and Gerry McCann telling us everything? Or is there a secret they've buried for 18 years? Buckle up, because this mystery will pull you in and hold you tight. Let's rewind to May 2007. Meet McCanns, Kate and Gerry, both doctors from Leicester, England, raising 3 young kids. There's Madeleine Beth McCann, their eldest, born May 12, 2003, just 3 years old, and her 2-year-old twins, Sean and Amelie. Madeleine, Maddie to her family, was a bundle of joy, curious, bright, always clutching her favorite toy, Cuddle Cat, a pink blanket with a kitten face that went everywhere she did. The McCanns were the kind of family you'd see in a holiday brochure, happy, close-knit, living for moments with their kids. That spring, they head to Praia da Luz, a charming seaside town in Portugal's Algarve region, for a week at the Ocean Club Resort. They're not alone. 7 friends, a mix of doctors and professionals with their own kids, join them. The media later dubs them the Top of 7. Picture the scene. Days of kids splashing in the pool, parents laughing over coffee, the salty breeze carrying the promise of a perfect holiday. At night, the adults dine at the resort's tapas restaurant, about 50 yards from their ground floor apartment, 5A. Their routine? Put the kids to bed by 7 p.m., then take turns checking on them every 30 minutes. The restaurant has a partial view of 5 as back entrance, tucked along a quiet street. It feels safe, almost too perfect. But on May 3, 2007, that perfection shatters and a nightmare begins. Thank you for always supporting our videos. Kindly like and share this one to keep Madeleine's story alive. Let's dive deeper together. Let's walk through May 3, 2007, moment by moment. It's a balmy evening in Praia da Luz. Around 7 p.m., Kate and Gerry tuck Madeleine and the twins into bed in apartment 5A. Madeleine's in her pink pajamas, blonde hair fanned out, Cuddle Cat nestled close. The twins are in their cots, fast asleep. The adults head to the tapas bar around 8:30 p.m., settling into their usual table, about 50 yards away. The plan's the same as every night. Check the kids every half hour. The group's relaxed, sipping wine, laughing, but they're diligent about the checks. 8:30 p.m. Dinner begins. The Top of 7 and the McCanns are in high spirits, but they stick to the routine. 9:05 p.m. Gerry heads to 5A through the unlocked patio door at the back, a shortcut the group uses to avoid the front entrance on a busier street. Inside, it's serene. Madeleine's asleep, Cuddle Cat by her side. The twins are out cold. Gerry steps outside, bumps into Jeremy Wilkins, a British guest on the street. They chat briefly about their kids, the resort. Nothing seems amiss. 9:15 p.m. Jane Tanner, one of the Top of 7, walks toward her own apartment. On a narrow street near 5A, she spots a man moving quickly, carrying a child in pajamas. The child's feet are bare, head slumped against his shoulder. He's slim, about 5 feet 11 inches, light-haired, wearing a jacket. Jane assumes the dad with a sleepy kid, normal for a family resort. She notes it, but doesn't sound the alarm. That moment will haunt her later. 9:30 p.m. Matthew Oldfield, another friend, volunteers to check the McCann kids. He enters 5A, sees the twins in their cots, but doesn't fully step into Madeleine's room. The bedroom door's slightly ajar, but he assumes everything's fine. He reports back, all good. 10 p.m. Kate's turn. She walks to 5A, expecting to see her kids sleeping soundly. But something's wrong. The bedroom door's more open than usual. She pushes it wider. The window's open, shutters raised. Gerry later insists they were down at his check. Her eyes dart to Madeleine's bed. It's empty. Cuddle Cat lies alone on the sheets. Kate's heart stops. She checks the twins. They're still there. She searches every corner, screaming, "They've taken her." She sprints back to the Tapas bar, face drained, voice breaking. The group explodes into action. Friends, staff, neighbors fan out, calling Madeleine's name into the night. The resort turns chaotic. By 10:40 p.m., Portuguese police, the Policia Judiciaria, arrive. But the scene's already compromised. Dozens of people have tramped through 5A, touching surfaces, moving objects. The first hours are a blur. Searches stretch to the beach, nearby alleys, even the ocean's edge. Nothing turns up. May 4th, 2007. Madeleine's face floods the news. Posters blanket Praia da Luz, her big blue eyes staring out. Kate and Gerry make a tearful TV plea, Kate clutching Cuddle Cat, saying she can smell Madeleine on it. Her voice trembles. Gerry's barely holding it together. Sightings pour in Morocco, Spain, Brazil, Malta. But every lead evaporates. Social media, still new in 2007, catches fire. Early YouTube videos demand justice. Facebook groups spring up. Forums like Mum's NetHum with speculation. June 2007. The investigation falters. Portuguese police face scrutiny for a sluggish response. No immediate roadblocks, no sealed crime scene. August 2007. British cadaver and blood dogs, Keela and Eddie, are flown in. They alert in 5A, behind the sofa, on Kate's clothes, and in the boot of the McCanns' rental car, a Renault Scenic hired 25 days after Madeleine vanished. Blood traces are found, with DNA showing 15 of 19 markers matching Madeleine, but it's inconclusive. The media goes wild. September 2007. A bombshell. Kate and Gerry are named arguidos, formal suspects, by Portuguese police. Questions swirl. Did they know more? Was it an accident they covered up? Tabloids turn vicious, painting them as neglectful, even criminal. The McCanns hire PR experts, fighting to clear their names. July 2008. The case is shelved, no charges filed. The McCanns, cleared as suspects, launch Madeleine's fund, leaving no stone unturned, raising millions for private investigators. 2011. The UK's Metropolitan Police launch Operation Grange, a £13 million effort. Sketches, sightings, and suspects pile up, but every trail goes cold. First cliffhanger. Then, June 2020, a seismic shift. German police name Christian Bruckner, a convicted sex offender, as the prime suspect. His past is chilling: burglaries, assaults, and a life hauntingly close to Praia da Luz. Is he the man Jane Tanner saw? Or is the truth still out there? Let's dig into his story. Your likes and subscriptions keep us going. Kindly like, share, and subscribe now to join us as we unravel more mysteries like Madeleine's. June 2020. German police drop a bombshell. Christian Bruckner, then 43, is their prime suspect. Born in Germany, Bruckner drifted to the Algarve from 1995 to 2007, living a nomadic life. Odd jobs, burglaries, and far worse. His rap sheet is horrifying. Convicted of raping a 72-year-old American woman in Praia da Luz in 2005, just 2 miles from the Ocean Club, in a break-in eerily similar to Madeleine's case. Through a window, silent, calculated. He targeted holiday homes, stealing passports, cash, jewelry. Locals knew him as a drifter, always in a yellow and white VW van, always on the fringes. Investigators uncover a key clue. A phone call to Bruckner at 7:58 p.m. on May 3, 2007, pinging near the Ocean Club. A former friend, Helga Bushing, claims Bruckner confessed years later at a music festival, saying she didn't scream when asked about Madeleine. German police find hard drives with child abuse material in Bruckner's possession, but nothing directly ties to Madeleine. His farmhouse, a rundown shack between Praia da Luz and Lagos, becomes a focal point, close enough to 5A for him to strike. April 2022. Portugal names Bruckner an official suspect, aligning with Germany's probe. May 2023. A massive search at the Barragem do Arade, a dam where Bruckner reportedly camped, draws global attention. Divers, sniffer dogs, and heavy equipment scour the muddy banks for 3 days. Nothing. June 2025. Another search, same dam, same result. No body, no evidence. Public frustration spikes. TikTok videos and Reddit threads question if Bruckner's the real culprit or a convenient target. September 2025. Bruckner's serving a 7-year sentence for the 2005 rape, but he's due for release by September 17th unless an unpaid fine of a few thousand euros holds him back. German prosecutors insist Madeleine is dead, citing undisclosed evidence, but no charges have been filed in her case. The McCanns, meanwhile, keep their fund active, their hope unwavering, issuing statements urging anyone with information to come forward. Want to know more about Madeleine's case? Subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get the latest updates as we unfold more mysteries you won't want to miss. Let's break down the evidence, starting with what we know. Apartment 5A showed no definitive signs of an intruder. No fingerprints, no foreign DNA, no clear forced entry beyond the open window and raised shutters, which Gerry insists were closed at 9:05 p.m. Jane Tanner's 9:15 p.m. sighting. A slim, light-haired man, about 5 feet 11 inches, carrying a child, loosely matches Bruckner's build. His phone pinged near the Ocean Club that night, and his history of targeting holiday homes through windows makes him a strong fit. German police claim concrete evidence Madeleine is dead, but they've kept it under wraps, frustrating investigators and the public. Now the theories. Social media's been dissecting this case for nearly 2 decades. First, the most divisive, the parents. Those 2007 cadaver dog alerts behind the sofa in 5A on Kate's clothes and in the rental car's boot, hired 25 days after Madeleine vanished, ignited suspicion. The DNA evidence? 15 of 19 markers matched Madeleine, but experts deemed it inconclusive, possibly contamination. Kate's refusal to answer 48 police questions during her arguido status raised eyebrows. Gerry's story about the bedroom door's position shifted slightly in early interviews. A 2008 book by ex-detective Goncalo Amaral, The Truth of a Lie, alleges Madeleine died accidentally, perhaps a fall or sedative overdose, and the parents covered it up. The McCanns sued, winning settlements, and have vehemently denied involvement. Reddit threads and YouTube comments remain split. Some see grieving parents, others a cover-up. Then there's Christian Bruckner. His profile screams suspect, a predator with a history of burglaries and sexual assaults near Praia da Luz. But some ex-posts and Reddit users argue the case is thin. A phone ping and a second-hand confession aren't enough for charges after 5 years. Could German police be hyping Bruckner to keep the case alive? TikTok sleuths claim lost CCTV footage from the Ocean Club could have solved it, but police say no such footage exists. Darker theories thrive online. Facebook groups and TikTok videos push conspiracies about elite trafficking rings, pointing to sketches of 2 men seen near the resort, claiming they resemble high-profile figures tied to debunked Pizzagate narratives. Some allege Madeleine was sold into a pedophile network, a claim with zero evidence, but millions of views. Others suggest a botched burglary. Bruckner or another thief entered 5A, panicked when Madeleine woke, and took her to silence her, later dumping her body, perhaps at the dam searched in 2023 and 2025. A quieter theory, a random opportunist. Praia da Luz was busy that night. Tourists, locals, drifters. Someone could have seen an open window, acted on impulse, and vanished. Pinterest boards and Instagram posts still share Madeleine's face, hoping a stranger somewhere knows something. Second cliffhanger. With evidence pointing in so many directions, what's the truth? Is Bruckner the answer? Are the McCanns hiding something? Or is the real story still out there, waiting to be found? Let's explore the aftermath. Thank you for always supporting our videos. Kindly like and share this one to keep Madeleine's story in the spotlight. Subscribe for more mysteries like this one. Madeleine McCann's disappearance didn't just devastate a family. It reshaped how we see missing child cases. Kate and Gerry have lived in a nightmare for 18 years. Kate's 2011 book, Madeleine, lays bare their pain. nights clutching cuddle cat, guilt over dining 50 yards away, and the agony of public scrutiny. The case's unanswered questions fuel its grip on the public. Is Madeleine alive, living a stolen life at 22? Or was she gone that night? With Bruckner's release looming, potentially days away, will he finally talk? Or will he walk free, taking any secrets with him? Third cliffhanger. And here's what keeps us up at night. New tips keep coming. A sighting in Greece. A whisper in Germany. Could one of these, after 18 years, finally blow this case wide open? Your support means everything. Like, share, and subscribe to join us as we dive into more cases like Madeleine's. Turn on notifications for the latest updates.